Deep in the heart of Borneo is a river full of life, and this week we traded the ocean for the jungle. Living on a boat full-time with refits, family life, tight spaces and constant jobs is intense. And part of sailing around the world with our kids is wanting them to see as much of the world as possible, not just the anchorages. But inland adventures are always tricky when your home is a boat. The boat is a responsibility, someone has to stay, keep her safe, keep the jobs moving. This time Timo took that on, getting a few last-minute jobs finished before we finally set sail from Borneo, so that I could make the most of my brother and his family visiting and explore with him and the kids by a different method for a few days. Cruising life means we don't get to see family very often, so we wanted to make the most of this opportunity. We've been in Borneo for a whole year now, and this place will always be part of our story, because it's where our baby Tao was born. And one of the most iconic places in all of Borneo is the Kinabatangan River, famous for wildlife, jungle, and a world completely different from the sea. Some cruisers manage to take their boats up the river, but with our deep keel, that adventure just isn't possible for us, and we didn't want to miss out. So we left the boat in Kota Kinabalu, hopped on a tiny local plane and headed straight into the heart of the Malaysian jungle. And in less than an hour, we were in one of the most biodiverse rivers in all of Southeast Asia. Boat life is incredible, but every now and then we need a different kind of wild. So in this episode, we want to take you with us to the Kinabatangan River.
No other vegetation in the wild, the real one.
Are we going to the jungle?
Dear guests, we'll be landing shortly. Please return to your seat for your seat upright. Ensure your seatbelt is securely fastened. Stow your
You see Daddy out there?
Whoa, what do you think of this?
Maybe that river out there is it. It took less than an hour to fly from Kota Kinabalu to Sandakan, and after we landed, we took a short taxi ride to the Sandakan Yacht Club, a place we actually visited by boat last year. Remember, we were anchored just over there. We were heading deep into the Kinabatagan Wetlands, and we were lucky enough to be staying at the Kinabatagan Wetlands Resort, which is only accessible by water. So from the Yacht Club jetty, the resort's boat came to collect us. The boat ride itself is part of the adventure. We had a slightly bumpy start as a typhoon was forming further north in the Philippines.
So we've got a bit of a wild ride here, thanks to the typhoon that's going across the Philippines just to the north of us, so I'm feeling the effects. Nothing we're not used to.
And meanwhile, back on board Envy, Timo was busy tackling the job of replacing our aging house batteries.
I finished now to disinstall all counter of the kitchen. The two battery we use it at the moment are exposed. Now the guys of the new battery have to arrive at 1 o'clock. I'm ready. And we go to remove this one and put the new one. All good. How much bad is the bombing of the shell? Not only here, but watch. There's also crack here. Lucky now in 1 hour I have to substitution, but this battery really, if you keep it 1 week more, that can be very dangerous.
Back at the river, we'd now slipped into the more protected waterways and everything had calmed right down. As we move deeper into the jungle, the river narrows, the rainforest leans right over the water, and everything slows down. The lodge itself is hidden between the trees, completely surrounded by the wetlands. There are no roads here, just river, forest and the sound of the jungle. It's the kind of place you can only reach if you really want to, and arriving by boat makes it feel like the adventure starts long before you even check in.
Sorry, yes.
As we rounded the last bend, the lodge appeared between the trees, hidden, peaceful and exactly as our guide described it.
We're really in the middle of nowhere. Somebody just woke up.
In the middle of nowhere.
Hello! Thank you.
The resort has around 20 rooms, all raised up on walkways and spread out over the wetlands. But because it was low season, we had the place almost entirely to ourselves, which felt incredibly special.
I want to come inside. There's elephants.
There are elephants here in the room with us.
Look.
Have you seen this picture plant outside our window, Neem? Oh wow.
Oh, yeah.
This is rather lovely. You can sit here, Neem, and watch the world go by. Right, we're going to get ready to go.
Get a picture of this.
We're going to go and try and find some real elephants. You ready? Boy. Got your camera? We headed out for our first river cruise just before sunset. The Kinabatagan is home to an incredible mix of wildlife. 10 species of primates, including orangutans, proboscis monkeys, plus crocodiles, hornbills, and of course the elusive Borneo pygmy elephants, all living along the riverbanks. Top of our list was the elephants. Our guide steered us towards the part of the river where they'd last been sighted. I hope that maybe this time we'd be lucky.
Yesterday they saw around.
How do you spot? What do you look for?
Like this time they are like come to the river. Let's go for the elephants, the grass, and they like come to the water for drinks. Hopefully pick across.
He told us that when elephants are nearby, you can sometimes smell them first. A strong, heavy, earthy scent.
There's another one over there, in front over there.
Aww. The Borneo pygmy elephant is much smaller than its mainland cousins, but it's still a full-size elephant adapted to forest life. Sadly, their home ranges have become fragmented. Many once lush corridors of forest have been replaced by plantations, forcing elephants to navigate increasingly dangerous terrain just to survive.
People hunt the elephants?
The people not hunt the elephants, but we have a record last time, yes, but like now they have a big conflict with human,
Because-
especially like farmers,
Yeah,
palm
okay,
oil
yeah.
industry. So they have a big conflict with the human. So we not have a serious case with the poachers because yes, they have a like GPS track. They do not hunt because this is fully protected.
So the palm oil people probably don't like them because they knock down their
Why?
plants,
Because
they destroy
when
their.
they come into the palm oil area, they will destroy the tree.
Yeah.
So in many cases they get trapped, they get died because of their poison.
Our guide also shared a sad reality. Many elephants are under threat here. As forests shrink and oil palm plantations spread, elephants often stray into plantations looking for food or safe passage. Sadly, that too often ends badly, with animals injured or killed in conflicts with farmers. And then we spotted hornbills, one of Borneo's most iconic birds. There are 8 different species recorded along the Kinabatangan River, and many of them are now endangered because they rely on huge old forest trees to nest in, which are disappearing. Aww.
So that's a pair.
Aww. Hornbills are also incredibly loyal, they mate for life. And the strangest part, when the female is ready to nest, she seals herself inside a tree cavity for weeks, leaving just a tiny gap. The male brings her food through that slit until the chicks are big enough for them to break out again. It's one of the most unusual and coolest parenting strategies in the bird world.
And 70 kilo each battery is on board. You don't imagine how much difficult it can be. But now, from there, they have to go there. But before, we go to clean everything.
And along the riverbanks, we saw one of Borneo's funniest looking residents, the Proboscis monkey. The big males have those huge pendulum noses that they actually use to attract females and amplify their calls. The bigger the nose, the louder the call, and the more attractive they are to the females.
That's why the reason why you can see just now, the Proboscis monkey just settled down for sleep. So they're coming to the riverside for sleep to avoid from the predators as well. So as you can see now on the street, you can see they're all facing to the jungle, and then the back come facing to the river. So because they only need to focus in one side, because nothing come from the back, Yeah? All the monkeys here, they have the same natural predators. So the first one is the big wild cats called clouded leopard cat. Second is a reticulated python snake. Python snake and saltwater crocodile. Because this monkey also, they're good swimmer. They like come to the water, swim, cross the river for foods. Yeah.
Wow. That's a great place to spot them, like, because there's not much foliage, so we can like. Locals sometimes call the males the playboys of Borneo, because the dominant ones keep a whole harem of females. The proboscis monkeys are completely endemic to Borneo, so you won't find them anywhere else in the world. They live in family groups right alongside the river's edge and actually sleep out on thin branches, not in nests, because the smaller branches help them feel vibrations if a predator like a python or leopard cat tries to approach. They're also incredible jumpers. They'll launch themselves straight off the trees and belly flop into the river to escape danger. Sadly, their numbers are declining too, because they rely on mangroves and riverine forest, the very habitats most affected by palm oil plantations.
New position for the voltometer. Now it's visible, accessible. This one we have to close, but there is the garbage bin and the cable connect. In order, I have to block here, put something for separate the positive from the negative and block the battery. There is the coffee grinder gear. Nothing, now it's done.
What was your favourite animal?
Well, the sun bear and the monkey.
Your favourite?
Yeah.
Not the elephant?
Well, the elephant also.
And the hornbills?
But we missed the toucan.
Yeah.
We find the toucan tomorrow night.
Okay. You know it's been a good day when? That was an amazing first day, but the best was still ahead of us. We had no idea the next morning would bring something none of us will ever forget. We woke at first light, climbed sleepily into the little riverboat and set off into the mist for an early morning cruise.
And the forest can be open.
Further down a quiet corridor of the river, we were in for an absolute treat. We rounded a bend and there he was, a big male orangutan, having his breakfast right at the river's edge. He was tearing the palm apart with his incredible strength, stripping it down piece by piece to reach the tender shoots at the base. Watching him work, so powerful but so calm, was mesmerizing. Oh my god, wow. What's he got? What is that? Wow. Oh god. He's a male, is he?
He's a dominant now with big cheeks.
Yeah. So he's not bothered by us?
No. This is our friend.
He's cool. What do you think, Neem? Can you give him a cuddle? Wow, we're so lucky. He's a big one. So he moved that palm away so he could get at the bottom. Are you watching? Orangutans are one of the rarest great apes on Earth, and Borneo is one of the last places they survive in the wild. They spend most of their lives in treetops, moving slowly and deliberately, and a dominant male like this can weigh over 90 kilos. Seeing one this close, so relaxed, and this low on the ground is unbelievably special. The orangutans are the gentle giants of the jungle, solitary, thoughtful, and heartbreakingly rare. Their rainforest is disappearing faster than they can adapt, and they now survive only in Borneo and Sumatra.
They know you, you think? He knows you.
We give him a name. Is Buddha.
Buddha.
If you notice the left eye, it's not in good condition.
Aww.
Buddha means blind. If you notice, they have the left side eye.
But they're never like aggressive, like towards humans.
Like this one, we familiar with this already. So we know the distance.
Yeah,
We know how to look at him. We don't disturb him.
yeah.
Okay. But some of the orangutan, the beach side, there's a this one, this is like very special for us. You see this one here,
Aww.
they always.
That's a tiny doing.
From my experience, I just see.
But the fact that a big male like this, with those huge cheek pads, lives here tells you that this particular stretch of the Kinabatagan is still healthy. It still has the old trees and the food sources he needs to survive. The stronger the male, the bigger the face. Wow, is he putting his whole mouth around that? No.
Seems like it would be sharp.
Yeah. Let's have a little scratch.
Tell us thoughts.
So orangutan now is population critical endangered because of the habitat loss. According from the primate research, they estimate more or less 11,000 members. In this place, from my experience, I see more than 25 individual orangutan
Wow.
in this area. For me, this is the best place to see the wild orangutan. Along this river is nipa palm vegetation, and the nipa palm vegetation is one of the favorite food for the orangutan. And yeah, I can say this is the best place to see orangutan in the wild,
That's so close.
especially for the dominant male, because I see more than 5 dominant male on this area.
No other tours are coming here?
Only
Special.
Yeah.
I can say 70% chance to see the wild orangutan in this area. One, because not many boat coming here, only from our boat. The fishermen also not often coming here, so they are free to roam the orangutan here, and the local people also not disturb the orangutan in this area. So this river, Kinabatangan River, you can see very close, eye level. No other place you can see like this in the wild, in
Yeah.
the real one. So the first time I seen the orangutan, and they become my favorite animals.
Oh, I was going to ask what your favorite
Yeah,
was.
me too.
Oh, I
One of my favorite animals.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, because every time I see orangutan, I'm always excited to see them here.
Oh, well, you're in the right job then.
Wow.
He says, okay, you guys, that's enough.
So we have to move back because he's, coming to us. Yeah, that's nice. Yeah. Yeah. Wow. Whoa. Nemo, you'll never see this again. Well, actually, I guess you're young, you might. Wow. Our guide told us that in all his years, this is the most special place in the world to see orangutans at face level. Nowhere else can you get so close safely to a truly wild orangutan. So seeing a big male like this in the wild is incredibly rare and incredibly special. And the memory of this morning we shared with him will stay with us forever.
And now I'm very happy. The cable what I really like is the negative. All pair never touch the red. The red is in this side, the black is in this side. They don't cross each other. Yeah, in the future have to be better. The dimension of the cable is wrong. But that is what we find when we buy the boat with our budget always limited. We do what we do. Also now, the nice thing now, the battery is so block. This is my system with the screw it. There is the wood screw it below. This additional wood just for limited the movement. But the battery they can move. Side by side, they can go forward and backward. I find this system with the bottle is quite good because it's also waterproof, it's a seal and nothing. Now I'm ready to put the floor on the top.
The Kinabatangan River is one of the last true refuges for wildlife in Borneo. A thin, winding strip of jungle that's still bursting with life. But what makes it so special is also what makes it so fragile. Much of the forest around the Kinabatagan was heavily logged in the 1960s and 70s. The giant primary rainforest trees, the ones that took centuries to grow, were taken, leaving behind mostly younger, smaller forest. It looks lush at first glance, but it's still recovering from a huge loss. Old trees are vital for species like hornbills, orangutans and slow lorises, and there simply aren't many ancient giants left. Then came the rapid expansion of palm oil, which cleared even more lowland forest. In many stretches along the river today, there's just a narrow band of jungle by the river and then straight into plantation. But there is hope. From 1997 onwards, the Malaysian government designated the Lower Kinabatagan Wildlife Sanctuary as a fully protected wildlife corridor. This protection links up different fragments of forest so animals can move safely, critical for orangutans, pygmy elephants and proboscis monkeys who all need continuous habitat to survive. We spent the next couple of days soaking in as much of the river as we could. A few more cruises up and down the Kinabatagan, ticking off the last of our Borneo Big Five.
And how do you spot crocodiles?
How to spot the crocodile?
Yeah.
Okay, when the water level high, it's a bit difficult because they are swimming. So the best time to see the crocodile when the water level low.
Okay.
Because the crocodile is cold blood, so they do a sunbathing.
Ah, yeah.
So the best time to find the crocodile when the water level is low.
So when it's not rained for a while.
Nah.
Okay.
Because the crocodile, they are hunting anytime,
Yeah.
but they're resting when the water level low.
So-
Normally we saw it here. Now the water level is still high, so what they do, they are hunting, swimming. So if they hear the boats coming very close, or we didn't see them from the far away, so they just sink
Yeah, okay.
underwater because they don't like the boat.
Yeah.
We see the crocodile from like distance, and then we stop the boat first, and then we turn off the engine. Yeah, so the crocodiles swim.
And normally you see them in the water, or normally you see them on the land then? It's easier to spot when they're on the land.
When the water level high, normally we saw they are on the water. When the water
Okay.
level low, they do resting on the riverside, river banks.
Finding a crocodile this close to us was definitely the scariest encounter of the trip.
Wow. That's very cool.
Scary.
Yeah, it is a little bit scary. So you would dare to go closer. All limbs, all arms and legs inside the boat name. Do you see him? You can only just see the top of him. But he's over there. There's a bit of grass floating next to him. And a plastic bottle.
Eliza, can you see it?
Just no name. Stay on the inside of the boat for this one. It's not a joke. The crocodile. It's exactly like it is in the Roald Dahl book. You see him, no name.
That's so cool.
You can just see the top of his head.
Of course. Oh my gosh.
8 centimeters, 4 meters.
Wow.
What the crocodile, they can
Do
go
you see it,
up
Naeem?
to-
You see him? Do you want me to lift you up?
I can see him.
Yeah. Okay.
He's like, I'm close enough.
We even headed out again after dark to see what the jungle looked like at night.
Uh-huh. You see the sleeping birds in there?
Naeem, look. See the middle of his light there, Naeem?
Frogs. If you're lucky, maybe the owl. So they get a nutrient from the insect. Yeah? So they have a special nectar in the surface here. So when they attract the insect coming, So when the insect come to lick here, and then they will make the insect drunk. So when the insect drunk, they will fall down. So this liquid they use to digest the insect.
Cruising means long stretches without seeing family. Watching the kids with their cousin made the whole trip feel even more special. Shared adventures, discovering the world side by side,
What is Proboscis monkey?
even if a large portion of the group is too young to remember any of it.
What do you think of the orangutan?
Even with the protection, the Kinabatagan is a place where you feel the tension between what's lost and what's still holding. Species are squeezed into smaller areas, human-wildlife conflict happens more often, and yet despite everything, the riverbanks are still alive with proboscis monkeys leaping across branches, hornbills gliding overhead, and orangutans moving quietly through what forest remains. Palm oil is an important industry here. It supports a lot of livelihoods, but its growth has come at the expense of Borneo's rainforest. That's why protected areas like the Kinabatagan are so crucial now. It's one of the most incredible wildlife corridors left in Southeast Asia. Fragile, recovering, but full of life worth protecting. Join us next week as we finally set sail from Borneo, carrying new memories we'll never forget. If you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe and share it. It really helps our little channel grow. And finally, a huge thank you to the Kinabatagan Wetlands Resort for having us. We honestly couldn't recommend them more, and if you've ever dreamed of seeing wildlife up close, especially orangutans, this is the place to come. I'll leave their link in the description. Knock knock.
Hello, anyone inside?
A special thanks as well to our guide who shared so much knowledge and made the whole experience even more memorable. We really hope we get the chance to come back one day. If you'd like to support our journey and these videos, you can join our Patreon crew or leave a one-off donation via Coffee or PayPal. Links are in the description below. Every contribution helps keep us sailing and filming. Thank you so much.